So my story is quite a short one. I came in contact with this industry while I was serving a radio station. Life was fantastic until it was time to pass out. I don't know about every other person, but my greatest fear was the fear of getting a job. So for some of you who are wondering, it's been made clear that our economy has changed. For some of you who are wondering, where are the jobs? Where are the jobs? You cannot be blind for too long. How can you be in an economy like this and be blind and not know what is happening? How? Ignorance is no longer bliss and can no longer be tolerated. That's how I found myself, little wonder with the way things were, little wonder I found myself stuck to a job of 20,000 naira, hoping that one day I'll be absorbed or my salary will be, increased, until I made that decision 3 years ago to leave that, the radio station and face my life squarely. This was me in the radio station. I'm not going to mention the name of the radio station, but if you're smart and sharp, you're going to capture, catch the logo somewhere. Anyway, so I had this big goal, this big vision of how I was going to be one of the top media moguls in Nigeria, but it just didn't happen until one day I made my mind up, to fire my boss and face my life squarely. As I speak to you right now, this is 3 years after I made that decision, with my life, a lot better. 2 of my colleagues are still at that radio station. I'm sure you can recognize the man who spoke earlier. Ambassador Kelechi Anodere, he's the man, who spoke earlier. I'm sure you can identify him. That's him here about 3 years ago. And trust me, every single one of them that you're seeing there, their lives have totally changed. And guess what? At the age of 25, I bought my first car. It wasn't handed down to me by any man. I bought it for myself, having created my own economy. This gives you the opportunity to do what? To create your own economy. What other people are whining and complaining. You're creating your own economy. Gone are the days where you're handing that, they say your background is no longer an excuse. Wherever you're coming from, it's not your fault, but where you end up in life is entirely your fault. And the second picture was my first office at the age of 25. And then just last year, I got my new office, even though it's been revamped. And right now I travel when I want to travel. I enjoy about, 3 to 4 vacations every single year. This was my 4th vacation last year to Mauritius. I stayed in a 5-star hotel. Some of you might be thinking, but I already travel now. It's not a big deal. But one thing I tell people is traveling on another man's pocket is quite a big deal. I stayed in a 5-star resort. I had my own private beachfront. I had my own private pool. It was amazing, everybody, right? And then again, when I wanted to travel, I didn't have to tell that lie. Some of you, when you want to travel because of the kind of jobs you run, you have to lie that you want to go for kidney transplant. When I wanted to travel, I didn't tell that lie. I wanted to travel. I just hopped on it. The freedom that comes with what we're sharing with you today is amazing. And a couple of months ago, about 2 months ago, I picked this baby for myself. I saw this thing that was during the whole NSAS thing, right, on the news, about a politician that came out and said, how can a 20-year-old buy a car of about 7 million? I was shocked. It means that these guys not even have good plans for us. They should hear how much I bought this car, 8 figures. They should hear how much I bought it. At the age of 20-something, I'm still, some years to my 30s, I'm already living some people's dreams. What you're about to hear today would change the way that you think, would change the way that you live. And then this is my own office. It is not Obasanjo's office. It is not any politician's office. It is my office. Like I said earlier, I'm still in my 20s. See what my office is like.
Ready. Our office is ready. Take a look at this.
For lack of time, I may not be able to play the entire video, but I'll advise everybody, in case if you don't change, nothing will change. Nothing, absolutely nothing will change.